I moved to New York at 50, and it forced me to ask the question, what would I regret if I didn't do things differently now? And then I realized it wasn't about the big things, it was about the little things that I'd been putting off for a while. Number one is spending quality time with my kids. I love hanging out with my kids. Absolutely enjoy it. It fills my love tank, so to speak. I say quality time because a lot of times we're all just so busy and that we don't make the time to be in the moment with them. But when I do, it's like no other. It's just so nourishing for the soul. I get it. We're all very busy parents. Even just order DoorDash if you're not like into cooking or you don't have time or you're too tired to cook. Order some DoorDash and have dinner with them at the table, even when things are messy. Spending that time is just so valuable. It is a blessing to have a teenager in your life that wants to tell you about how their day went, or having an 8-year-old discovering things for the first time and telling you stories about that. It's an absolute blessing. Number two is I would regret being so hard on myself all the time, forcing myself to accept joy, whether it be something that you like to eat. I know in our culture we don't like to eat for joy or admit that we like to eat for joy. It's like donuts are bad or something like that. But allowing yourself the ice cream or the donuts or even the salad when you want to, just not being so hard and critical in your own mind for things that are just so basic and should just bring you joy. Number four is letting time go by so fast without paying attention to it. One of the things that I like to do every day is practice gratitude. Before my feet even hit the ground, I've trained my brain to do this. And it could be basic things like I have gratitude that I have a warm bed that I'm able to sleep in tonight, or that I've got a roof over my head, or have an amazing cup of coffee in the morning. I love coffee. But just allowing time to go by so fast without paying attention to what's going on, just kind of moving through notions of life without focusing on what's important. I'm training for the New York City Marathon in November. It's currently April. And I'm training, it's called messy training and training without ego. I'm running without ego, that's what I call it. I don't want April to November to just like fly by so fast that I forget to enjoy the time in between. If I'm not paying attention, it's going to happen. The way I like to get around that is through practicing gratitude, trying to live in the moment. Somehow, when you're living in the moment, time almost kind of stands still too. That's exactly what I want. I was riding in the car with my daughter once in Los Angeles. We were driving. We had this beautiful view of the valley with downtown LA in front of us, and we were laughing from the gut. I don't even remember what we were laughing about. We had the music going. It was a beautiful day. I would rather have 30 seconds of that than an entire lifetime without. Try to enjoy every moment and don't let it go by so fast. Number three is not taking any risks. I mentioned I moved to New York City at 50. I had this calling inside of me that said, become an entrepreneur. I never did it until I moved to New York. And in the last year, I opened a real estate business. I actually opened 2 businesses. The real estate business I'm doing things with. The other one, it's like a passion project, and I'll get to it. But I felt this calling to be an entrepreneur my whole life, and I never did anything about it until now. But just take those risks, put yourself out there. Even me putting myself on camera at this age and stage in life is really vulnerable for me, and it feels risky. It feels really vulnerable, actually. I wanted to marinate on that for a minute, but I love it. I would regret my own life if I didn't put myself out there, vulnerability and all, and take risks and see where things go. So I know the fifth one is so cliche, but I have to say it. Travel more. It doesn't have to always be like a big extravagant trip, because let's be honest, right now with this inflation, things are just really expensive. It's just hard to get out there on the big extravagant trips. I have had the privilege in my life to be able to travel and see many places. I lived in South Korea for nearly 7 years. That was an amazing experience. I also have desire to visit all 50 states, and I've visited 49 of them. The one I haven't visited was Maine, and it's not even that far away. I live in New York City. It's not even that far away. I could hop in the car with my 2 kids and 2 dogs, and we could go rent a lake house in Maine. Definitely travel is in the stars for me, and it doesn't have to be a big luxurious overseas trip. Niagara Falls, never taken my kids there. I went there as a child, and I remember feeling that awe-inspiring feeling, which they say is like so good for the soul. That's what I want, and you don't have to travel that far to get there. I hope you enjoyed my video on the 5 things that you can do to enjoy life. Please follow along for more.